Throughout history, humanity has wrestled with the choice between embracing conformity and celebrating individuality. This timeless struggle spans various societies, where the collective urge for assimilation often clashes with the desire for personal distinction. Conformity frequently prevails, providing a sense of security and acceptance while minimizing resistance. However, there are rare individuals who, whether by choice or destiny, deviate from the conventional path and shine a bright light that captivates attention. Take Camus, for example, a name that stands out not only as an existential philosopher, but also as an emblem of steadfast individuality. Born during an era shaped by existential thought and social norms, Camus veered away from the ordinary. While others sought meaning within established conventions, Camus created his own distinctive perspective. His philosophical insights, literary creations, and very way of living were marked by a unique individuality that starkly contrasted with the prevailing ideas of his time. In this exploration, we embark on a journey to unravel the essence of Camus's individuality, how he navigated a world that often misunderstood or opposed his divergent views, and more importantly, what lessons we can glean from his bold embrace of nonconformity in an age so different from ours. Prepare to immerse yourself in a narrative where individuality is not only acknowledged, but exalted. Camus' early years were marked by an innate inclination toward nonconformity. His journey was not one of sudden transformation, but rather the story of a life inherently set on an unconventional path. As we delve into his formative years, we find a young man unbound by the constraints of a traditional upbringing. Unlike many tales of great thinkers shaped solely by adversity, Camus's narrative is nuanced. While he faced his own challenges, it was his inherent curiosity and independent spirit that truly set him apart. Growing up without a father figure did not indoctrinate Camus into the conventional beliefs of his society. Instead, he found himself in a position to question, to experiment, and to redefine his own philosophy of existence. In a world that often revered established norms, Camus's self-discovery was both a bold act of defiance and a testament to his inherent talent. But Camus' nonconformity extended beyond his philosophical pursuits. His views on life, relationships, and even art diverged significantly from the expectations placed on someone of his stature. These early deviations, though subtle, paved the way for the profound impact Camus would later have on the philosophical landscape, challenging conventional wisdom. Camus's unorthodox ideas were not confined to abstract thought. They manifested tangibly in his approach to existential philosophy. The intellectual climate of his time held certain principles as sacred, venerating ideas passed down through generations. However, with his instinctive disdain for the ordinary and conventional, Camus sought to rewrite metaphysical narratives. Enter the absurd, Camus' bold concept, a manifestation of his nonconformity. While many philosophers were preoccupied with the search for meaning or purpose, Camus embarked on a philosophical journey that celebrated the inherent absurdity of human existence. This was not merely a philosophical novelty, but a powerful fusion of insight and intellect. By confronting life's absurdity head-on and advocating for the acceptance of its uncertainties, Camus presented a worldview that challenged prevailing norms. His philosophical methodology was not just a deviation, it was a bold break from the conventions of his time. Camus often arrived late to social gatherings, psychologically unsettling those around him. He embraced unconventional perspectives, questioning the meaning of existence and even venturing at times into absurdist literature, demonstrating that the individual interpretation of life, rather than external circumstances, was what truly mattered. In an era of conformity and tradition, Camus's innovative ideas were not only strokes of genius, but also acts of rebellion. Through his writings, he showed that embracing the absurdity of existence, when combined with introspection and authenticity, could lead to a meaningful and fulfilling life. Camus became the embodiment of existentialism, constantly questioning, always surprising, and rewriting the rules of philosophical thought. Embracing the absurdity of existence, choosing the path of authenticity, Camus's philosophical reflections marked a sharp departure from conventional wisdom. His preference for embracing life's absurdity was a rebellion against societal conventions. In an age when people often sought meaning through religion, ideologies, or conformity to social norms, Camus followed a path of authenticity, rejecting the comforting illusions of certainty to engage deeply with the inherent absurdity of human existence. For many, the absurd might seem nihilistic or despairing, but for Camus, it was a conscious choice, a brave stance. It was in these moments of acceptance that Camus confronted life's inherent contradictions, found his own moral compass, and cultivated his unique perspective of the world. By recognizing the absurdity of existence, he emphasized the importance of individual choice and responsibility. This approach was not merely intellectual rebellion, it was a powerful declaration. By embracing the absurd, Camus was not escaping reality, but confronting it head-on. He created a space free of dogma and illusions, where he could explore the human condition in a truthful and authentic way. The solitary philosopher became a symbol of intellectual independence and existentialism. By embracing life's absurdity and refusing to succumb to comforting illusions of meaning, Camus illustrated that true wisdom often lies not in conformity, but in embracing one's own truth. Artistic expression, the novelist and playwright. Beyond philosophical debates and explorations of absurdity, Camus' need to stand out found another medium, literature. This acclaimed thinker, often associated with existentialism, wielded a pen with equal mastery. Just as he challenged conventional philosophy, Camus's literary works bore the mark of an unconventional genius. For Camus, the novel and the stage were not as different as they might seem. In both mediums, he demonstrated a remarkable ability to portray the human condition, diving into emotional depths and human dilemmas that others might shy away from. His novels, often exploring the absurdity of life, displayed a depth that was both a reflection of his unique perspective and a testament to his sharp narrative skills. His literature was not merely an act of creativity, it was an act of rebellion. In an age when many authors adhered to established genres or literary movements, Camus' works were distinct, carrying his personal existentialist perspective into his writing. Just as in his philosophy, he refused to conform, emphasizing authenticity and the exploration of life's complexities over adherence to conventional literary norms. The world knew Camus as a philosopher, but his literary ventures revealed another facet of this multifaceted individual, a facet seeking expression and interpretation not only through abstract ideas, but also through the power of storytelling. His foray into literature serves as a reminder that being different is not just about rebellion, it's about redefining, rediscovering, and reimagining through the written word. Camus's philosophy of embracing the absurdity of life in an era dominated by religious or ideological certainties that promised meaning and purpose, charted a different path by subtly reframing these very ideals. His name is often synonymous with existentialism, but Camus's greatness stemmed from a deep well of philosophical thought that frequently diverged from the established paths of his contemporaries. While conventional beliefs emphasized finding meaning through faith or ideology, Camus saw the futility of these pursuits and embraced the absurdity of existence. This was not a rejection of meaning, but a redefinition of it. He demonstrated a type of authenticity that did not seek easy answers, but grappled with the absurdity of life in a brave and honest way. His authenticity was a commitment not to a specific belief system, but to the exploration of human experience. Similarly, while conventional morality often involved adherence to religious or social norms, Camus viewed morality in the recognition of the absurdity of human suffering, in empathy and compassion between individuals, and in living a truthful and meaningful life, despite the lack of inherent meaning. He eschewed moral absolutism, emphasizing the complexity of ethical dilemmas and the importance of individual responsibility. Furthermore, his view on the purpose of life also diverged. Instead of seeking external sources of purpose, Camus advocated that individuals must confront and create their own meaning in a world devoid of inherent value. Essentially, Camus did not reject the search for meaning. He expanded it, offering a fresh perspective that encouraged existential introspection and the pursuit of authenticity. By reinterpreting the human condition through the lens of the absurd, Camus left an indelible mark, demonstrating that embracing the absurdity of life and choosing authenticity could lead to a profound and meaningful existence. Criticism and challenges, the price of authenticity. Breaking away from convention, as Camus did so boldly, inevitably invites both admiration and criticism. While his innovative philosophy and literary contributions made a significant mark on intellectual history, they were not universally acclaimed in his time. After challenging conventional beliefs and embracing the absurdity of existence, Camus found himself at odds with many traditionalists. Some viewed his ideas as nihilistic or pessimistic, while others saw his rejection of external meaning as an affront to established religious or ideological markers. Critics questioned the practicality of his philosophy, labeling it an intellectual escape from life's harsh realities. However, adversity was for Camus merely another facet of the absurdity of existence. Each criticism he faced only strengthened his resolve. Instead of seeking validation from his detractors, Camus used his doubts as a catalyst for further exploration and introspection. He believed in the authenticity of his philosophy and saw challenges as opportunities for intellectual growth and a deeper understanding of the human condition. Albert Camus, the philosopher of the absurd, never wavered in confronting life's inherent challenges, both in philosophical discourse and the theatre of existence. Many of his profound insights were not just intellectual exercises, but validations of his stance on the human condition. In a world that often demands conformity, Camus' journey illuminates the struggles to find meaning in an indifferent universe. By choosing to confront the absurdity of life, his story resonates as a testament to the idea that true wisdom arises from the brave confrontation of life's absurdity, even when the world cannot understand it. Guided reflection, applying Camus' wisdom. Drawing inspiration from a thinker as distinctive as Camus encourages us to reflect on our own existence. Just as Camus grappled with the absurdity of life, each of us faces the challenge of finding meaning in a world that may seem irrational and indifferent. How do we navigate a world that often appears absurd, armed only with our unique perspectives and convictions? How do we find the strength to confront the absurdity of existence with authenticity and courage? Camus's journey offers not just inspiration, but also practical ideas for truly embracing the absurdity of life. Exercise 1. Reflect on a situation in your life that seemed absurd or meaningless. Instead of avoiding it, try to understand how you can find your own meaning within that absurdity. Exercise 2. Identify 3 fundamental questions or dilemmas you have about the meaning of life. Consider how Camus's philosophy of the absurd might offer a unique perspective on these questions. Exercise 3. Explore a literary or artistic work that addresses the absurdity of life, such as Camus' The Stranger. What insights can you gain from the protagonist's experience? Through these exercises, individuals may discover a deeper understanding of life's absurdity and how it can be embraced as a source of personal meaning. Camus' philosophy reminds us that not only is it acceptable to confront the absurdity of existence, but doing so can lead to profound authenticity and purpose. The legacy of a thinker. As our exploration of Albert Camus' life and philosophy comes to an end, we are left with a resonant echo of his legacy. It stands as a testament to the strength, beauty, and power of confronting the absurdity of life in a world that often seeks comforting illusions and distractions. Camus dared to challenge the status quo of meaning creation, not merely to rebel against it, but to find meaning in the act of rebellion itself. The story of this legendary philosopher serves as a poignant reminder that there is an inherent strength in facing the absurdity of life with unwavering authenticity. While the world may seek easy answers and conventional wisdom, true depth often arises from facing the absurdity of existence head-on with courage and integrity. Camus's narrative is more than an intellectual journey through philosophy. It is a mirror held up to us, promoting introspection. What illusions have we clung to in our search for meaning? What opportunities for authentic living have we overlooked because we sought refuge in the familiar? Albert Camus's legacy challenges each observer to confront the absurdity of life, seek meaning within the existential void, and embrace one's unique perspective and convictions in the face of an irrational universe. As we conclude this exploration, we leave you with a thought. In a world that often distracts us from the absurdity of life, could your confrontation with the absurd, your authentic existence, be your greatest source of meaning? As Camus might advise, the responsibility lies with us, not only to recognize the absurd, but to confront it with purpose, integrity, and an unwavering commitment to authenticity.